YouTube. Welcome back to Reality is Undefeated. I'm Ant Gatewood. Thank you for tuning in. We got something important to talk about today, man. Today I want to help a lot of young men out, bro. Help you young brothers out. Help you to make the right decision in a less than desirable situation, okay? So y'all see the title. And what brings me to this topic is, the Kevin Gates situation. So Kevin Gates drops this super general freestyle in which one of the things he spoke about was his wife cheating on him with her personal trainer. And a lot of the response to this is how he's out of pocket for speaking on it. And they're saying he's out of pocket speaking on it because she never spoke on none of the quote unquote fuck shit that he was out there doing. So instead of encouraging her to speak her piece, release any animus that she might be holding on to, help her heal through the situation, we want him to hold on to shit that's obviously had a tremendous effect on him and his psyche. The man talked about contemplating suicide. He's just expressing his feelings, the way he felt, the thoughts that went through his head, the hurt that lies inside of him. And a lot of you guys are speaking on it as if you feel embarrassed for him. And it's like, why? Like, why is that the ultimate thing? Like, why is that the ultimate embarrassment? For men, there's an embarrassment that goes far beyond anything else that we'll feel than when we're cheated on. Motherfuckers would rather get knocked out on camera in front of the world to see, rather motherfucking go broke for the world to see, rather get caught ass naked, rather be, seen on the front of every news article and top of every, news outlet across the nation, than for one person to know that their wife cheated on them. See, this is why motherfuckers are sitting in cells right now. Because their reaction was to kill her or physically assault her and the man that she was with. But their reaction was to kill her, then kill themselves. Or in a lot of cases, a man feels it more logical to just kill himself because he wants her to live with the fact that he killed himself over her decision. They don't give a fuck what they leave behind. Motherfucker would kill him and his wife, and they got small children. You leaving small children without motherfucking parents. You do all kind of stupid shit because of the embarrassment of her doing something. We got to kick that shit, bro. We have to kick that shit. And listen, man, I've cheated several times and have been cheated on probably several times. And I say probably several because although there's only 2 occurrences that I know of and that we worked through, I've just never been that naive to believe that that's the only person that she ever found attractive enough, physically or otherwise, to bring it to that level. I've never been that naive to believe that something that happened twice within a 2-week period, couldn't have happened once or twice or however many other times over an 18-and-a-half-year period. I'm just not naive. And I can see some of you guys looking at that mindset as being weak, like, oh, you should, feel trustworthy and should think she's doing right by you, so on and so forth. And it's not that I don't trust her or nothing like that. I'm just being reasonable, okay? When something happens more than once, it's not a mistake. It's intentional. And it's okay to express this. I'm not embarrassed by it. Call it what you want. But accepting the reality that your woman has probably been with someone else while they were with you actually benefits you in the long run. It helps to ensure that you won't be sitting in a prison cell because of your reaction to her being with another man. Because it hurts. It is embarrassing. And there's a feeling of deep betrayal when you're unsuspecting. And see, that's the major part of this, being unsuspecting. When you're unsuspecting, and you actually happen to walk in and catch her in the action, you have even less time to form a reasonable, logical response. You respond off of emotion and you get hit with a ton of emotion all at once. It's overwhelming. And even if you don't catch into action, you catch, text messages or something like that. Now your imagination takes over. And all these thoughts creep into your head. And you can't even function as an adult because every one of your thoughts is based off of, where it happened, how they meet, how they form, so on and so, what she saw in him, and all kind of shit. It's unhealthy. And that brings me back to Kevin Gates. Because, see, we can't criticize someone for responding in song or any art form when they could have responded in so many other ways. Responded with violence and all of the shit I just talked about. Or even worse, they could have held on to it and brought those feelings to every relationship that they will have going forward. Now the next woman is paying for something that he didn't release that this woman did to him. It's unhealthy. But ultimately, this is all based on our feeling of ownership when it comes to other people. We don't own them. They're not ours. She's not yours. Look at everything you own. Your bed don't get the fuck up and go sleep elsewhere. Your car don't drive when you don't start that motherfucker and control it. Your brush don't get up and just start brushing somebody else here. The things you actually own only move when you decide to move them. They only turn on when you decide to turn them on. That's the things you own. We got to get away from this shit where we feel like we own people, because it's that feeling of ownership that's causing us to have the reactions that actually fuck us in the long run. Look at what happened in Atlanta, where the dude, went and killed the rapper out there because he was sleeping with his woman. Now he's about to go to prison while his woman is out there sleeping with whoever the fuck she want to. Yeah, he prevented trouble from sleeping with his woman, but he also prevented himself from sleeping with his woman that's no longer his. His decision made it to where she's no longer his. But now his life is fucked up. I will not fuck my life off for a woman at all. Fuck every bit of that. We need to learn how to let people live and move how the fuck they want to move. Be who the fuck they want to be. And if we don't like the way that they're moving, we need to move on. Because, no matter what decision you make in this, whether it's violence or all of this other shit, you still lose that person. But just because you lose that person don't mean you have to lose the scenario, don't mean you have to lose yourself, don't mean you have to lose in life because of what that person did in that moment. We need to let people be free to move the way they want to move and respond accordingly on our behalf. Because if we don't, we lose in that situation. I'm just trying to help you young brothers out. She's not yours, okay? Double entendre. She's not yours as far as you don't own her, and she's not yours as far as you're not the only person she's ever going to be with. Get that through your head right now, because it's going to help you out in the long run, all right? My wife is there to be, I judge her basically off the things I need from a wife. She still takes care of me, sexually and otherwise, manages the home, raises the kids, contributes to the household. This is the things that I need from a wife. This is what she does. This is what I judge her by. You will not catch me fucking off my life because she went and did something with somebody else. I'm not embarrassed to admit the shit. Period. It won't be no feeling of embarrassment that comes over me. If something happens in the future or if something's brought up from the past, my reaction is going to be one of confirmation. Like, damn, I knew I wasn't tripping when I seen so on and so forth, because I'm extremely attention to detail. I notice everything. There's nothing that is lost upon me. But what my reaction will not be is of, oh, let me kill her. Let me fuck him up. Let me do all of that. No. Just like you will never read, Ant dies because his parachute failed during the skydive, you will never turn on the news and read Ant is going to prison because he didn't kill somebody over some fucking infidelity. That'll never be me. Fuck every bit of that. I control my actions, all right? And I suggest you young brothers get this through your head, to help you better, be able to control yourself in the given situation. I hate reading these stories of motherfuckers absolutely losing it because of something that a woman has done, okay? Get that out. But y'all already know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tune back in to Reality is Undefeated, because that hoe is.